Hi, it's Nick Struan here coming to you, and today we're going to talk about the phlegmatic. Yeah, the phlegmatic. And remember, we have talked about the other temperaments already. We talked about the sanguine and the choleric and the melancholy, right? The sanguine all about fun, the choleric all about control, and the melancholy about order. Yeah. And this one here we're talking about is just being a nice person, right? Just being relaxed, being earthbound, being, sort of like tying down maybe all the other temperaments a little bit, right? Because the actual phlegmatic, is all about sort of, they're very reluctant to take any decisions and to do anything, right? They are the followers, if you can put it that way. They are the people who sort of have to be nurtured a little bit to actually go and do something, right? Because otherwise they just sit down, and if they sit down, they just want to sleep, and if they sleep, they might as well just go to bed, right? So yeah. But look, let me give you the rundown on some of the people there. They are people orientated, right? Which is interesting, isn't it? When they don't sort of care too much about being outgoing, but they love people, right? And they're sensitive. They're very sensitive. So if you speak to them too harshly, they will curl into themselves, right? They're compassionate. They really do care about people, other people, right? And they want to get along with everybody, and they're sometimes very irrational, right? Irrational. So in their attempt to be liked and be part of, other people, they can sort of go to extremes, right? Now, they work in nursing and social activity, in teaching, in child development, psychology, personnel, counseling, or anything people-orientated, right? And keep in mind that phlegmatic's primary concern is to get along with people. So when we know that, we can excuse for certain different things, right? If we know that a choleric is all about control, we can sort of understand where he or she is coming from, and we can allow them to, be a bit grumpy and be a bit controlling to a certain extent, of course, right? So, yeah, so the same with the phlegmatic, right? When we're talking about selling to them, right, then you need to be warm and friendly, of course, right? Let them know that there's more about you, be slow and patient, and don't be pushy. Let them talk to other people before taking a decision. And also remember that they will buy things that feel right, and sometimes may even buy for not upsetting you, right? You understand? All right, I'll just get this because I don't want you to be upset, right? So, unfortunately, some salespeople take that a little bit the wrong way and actually use these people a little bit, and that's not very nice in that sense, because they are loving people and they are very caring, and because you may be a choleric or maybe a very hard personality, maybe you sometimes take it for granted. And I had a friend, and every time he goes to the mechanic, he just gets ripped off every time, right? Because they see him coming a mile away, and they just said, "Oh, that one there, yeah, that's going to cost at least $900." And he goes, "Really?" And because he doesn't know, right? And so yeah, so. And remember, if you do that, you may have a small win. You may be able to go, but be warned, karma is watching over you, right? And whatever you give, you'll get, right? So don't worry. If you steal a paper clip from the office, someone steals your car next week, right? So the universe will always watch over you. So just be careful with, what you give is what you get, right? So these people are most wonderful people, and they care about you, and They really want to get along with you, but you sometimes have to urge them a little bit. They are followers, as I said, so if you say to them, hey, let's go to the cinema, oh, yeah, let's go to the cinema. But they would not come and suggest that to you, right? And they may be, they're procrastinators, right? And they were going to join the procrastinator's job, but they never got around to it, if you understand that joke, right? But anyway, because they don't like taking decisions, so they never get around to taking this decision, even to join a club like that, okay? So that's the joke there. So some of you will get that on your way home. You go, oh, yeah. But anyway, procrastinators, they want to do something, but they just can't get themselves motivated. But if you are there and you say, okay, come on, let's do it, oh man, they're up and they're doing it, and they're hard workers just like everybody else. All right. So now that brings us back to almost the sort of the bottom end of these four temperaments: the sanguine, the choleric, and the melancholy, and the phlegmatic, right? And they are not 4 different people. They are 4 different character traits or temperaments in you, right? Now, on maybe another video, I will try and draw this out for you a little bit better to give you sort of a more holistic view. But if you can imagine a ball that has 4 parts, right? And each of those 4 parts are a certain size. If the sanguine size is like half the ball and the rest is the 3 others, then of course it's all about, and you meet people like that. We call them airheads, they're just like all over the place, and it's all about fun and games, and there's no seriousness there. There's no details. There's no responsibility. It's just like yap, and whatever, right? So each of these extremes, if you take those 4 things apart, they are all extremes and they're all too much. You have to sort of try and aim to get them together and become, more part of this whole ball. And that's what I'll be teaching you while we're learning English. As you know, I always advocate you to learn English with a purpose, to learn about something, right, while you're doing it. So, by the way, if you come to me and you are following a certain thing and you want to learn English because you are, a courier, or you are a manager of a company, or whatever you want to talk about is what we concentrate about, of course, right? So, but I've always had a passion for learning about people and learning about how to deal with people and how to become more well-rounded has always been amazing to me. I can sort of travel in all levels of society and feel comfortable with talking to people, at their own level. If I'm talking to doctors, or if I'm talking to bank managers or millionaires, or if I'm talking to school kids, I can vary the levels to suit whatever, because I have this knowledge, right? And I can teach that to you as well. So if you want to connect with me, do so. Find my email. It's nickstruan@gmail.com. So nickstruan, nickstruan@gmail.com, or simply just Google Nick Struan and you will find me there, right? So connect with me and let's have a talk, have a chat, and see if I'm able to help you. I may not be, but if you have something that you're really wanting to do, and you need someone to teach you English fast, and also teach you how to be able to speak in a natural way and feel good about it, so that people respect you when you talk to them, right? I mentioned before, when I travel, like I went to Vietnam, and I met people there, and they say, "Oh, me speak English very good. I've been 3 years study English with foreign man. Yeah, very good, right?" And I'm thinking, you lost your money, buddy. You missed up. You missed out on good teaching. I could teach you to speak better than that in 6 months, right? So, be realistic. I'm not saying that every teacher is the same, and I'm sure you know that already, because every student is not the same. And the teacher can be really, really good, but if you are not a good student, then you are not going to have the best learning. So I am looking at that mix, okay? I'm looking towards you also when you come to me. I want to know whether you really want to learn or you're just going to waste my time, right? Similar, you're going to look at me in the exact same way and say, can you teach me what I need to know so that my money is not wasted and I get to where I want to be in as fast as possible in the most comfortable way. And we have a lot of fun, I guarantee you, okay? So if you're from Korea, if you're from China, if you're from anywhere and you want to learn English, connect with me. I'm Nick Struan, English teacher Nick Struan. I love to teach you. So let's hook up and I'll chat with you later. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.